All right. Good luck, everybody. Next break is pinned at the bottom. Don't forget there's coupons. Don't forget there's coupons. How do I want to start this out? So let's do this. We'll do that. Oh, watch it there, Cosmic. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do this. And we'll start with the 24 Mosaic Blaster. And that's where it's going to be. All right. Good morning, E-Break. All right. Good luck, everybody. Take a screenshot of that if you need to for your records. If not, you can always go over to YouTube, always and forever, to see whatever you might need to see. Good luck. Overlay is down. Blaster time. Be good to us first break of the morning, and thank you. Empty. All I want's a little case hit. That's all I'm asking for. Crosby, George, Charles Haley, Renardo Green. We've got a Jordan Addison silver for the Vikings and a Kenneth Walker, the third on the notoriety. You tell that phone, Aries. You tell that phone. Brian Mitchell. Bo Nix on the NFL debut rookie. Anthony Richardson, Deshaun Watson, Byron Murphy, and A.J. Brown for the Eagles on the color match. That's not too bad. I want to put that card up on that stand, even though it's, it's nothing crazy, but it looks good. I like it. Sauce Gardner, Kobe Turner, Kirk Cousins, Cortland Sutton, ooh, silver Ricky Parasol going to Kathleen, starting out already, Kathleen, and a Christian McCaffrey, starting out already. How about that? And let me fix this real quick. Okay. She is. She ain't playing no games. She ain't playing no games. Yeah, next break is pinned at the bottom. Picture and description should be accurate, and I see people going in the shop. The biggest thing is know that there's coupons. Know that there are coupons for that break. Upper left-hand corner. Alex Highsmith, Mark Brunell, Tyreek Hill, Curtis Samuel, Jalen McMillan for the Bucks will take that as well. And oh, look at that gentleman right there. It's Barry Sanders. Hi, Barry. Hall of Fame style. Yep, Barry gets top loaders around here. Just deal with it. Eckler. Malik Neighbors on the NFL debut for the G-Men. Jaden Reed. Nate Wiggins. Mike Evans for the Bucks. And bang, Will Anderson Jr. Kid Reporter. Good morning, Coy. Harrison Smith. Trayvon Walker. Calvin Ridley. DJ Moore. Josh Downs. And a Joseph Alt for the Chargers. All right, let's get into a little Origins International. Empty box. We start out with Travion for the Pats. Tyler Warren for the Colts. Jordan Love on the original gridiron for the Pack. Calvin Austin III, Bucky Irving, and Josh Allen for the Bills with a kid reporter. And Travion. Elick Iamanor, Tez Johnson, ETN, Jalen Lane for the Commanders out of 199, Saquon Barkley, and CJ Stroud. No kid reporter this time. Yeah, he looked good when we played him last year, Alex. He definitely looked good when we played him last year. There ain't no doubt about that. For real, for real. What else we got here? Oh, okay. Chooch, I see you. Appreciate you. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Well, he's got every opportunity in the world, Alex, right now. Quinn Ewers, Mason Graham, Scatabo on the variation. That's nice. It's going to Chooch. Tyler Warren for the Colts out of 299. Okay. That's going to D-Rack. B-John, Khalil Shakir. No kid reporter this time. Tyler Warren. Mr. Scatabo. And a little bit of love for the Brownies while we're at it. So Origins did a pretty good job. They've always done a decent job. I think they did a little bit better job this year, Alex, as far as the artwork and all of that stuff. Maybe it's, I'd say probably versus the last 2 years. We got a Texan here. Jaden Higgins. He's been seeing a lot of playing time, too. Caleb Johnson for the Steelers. Quinshawn Judkins for the Browns. Startups, Tyler Shuck. Isaiah Likely and Trey McBride. Yeah, Jaws, they did a good job this year. I agree. And we got one more. We got 2 more packs here, and then we'll get into a little bit more mischief. Copacetic, good morning. Folks, I see y'all getting in the shop. I just feel like I want to reiterate there's coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Please don't leave those behind. The break pinned at the bottom is one we had a lot of success with yesterday morning, so we're going to try it again. Tyler Shuck, Jack Besh, Myles Garrett on the original gridiron, Travis Kelce, Sam Darnold, Devontae Smith, and there's our kid reporter. Time might change that, Alex. Time might change that, potentially. Could be, possibly, maybe. Shadur. Will Howard. On the startups, Jackson Dart. Jermaine Sherwood. Christian Benford. And Joseph Montana. And that's that. Appreciate those likes. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Will, future Senator Will Howard. Hey, Chooch. And Shadir. All right, now we're going to get into Obsidian 24. Now, like I've said previously, most of the time these have an auto in it. Not every time, but most of the time. But there can be other goodies as well. Good luck. It's like a miniature version of a true Obsidian hobby. Maybe, could be. Empty box. That'd be awesome, Jonathan. We start out with a Debo for the Niners. Behind that is Roddy White for the Falcons. Hines Ward for the Steelers. For the Jags, it's a Josh Hines Allen. That's not numbered, but I think we got an auto. Good luck. For the Patriots, Wes Welker. That's kind of nasty. That's going to Arkham. Wes Welker. I don't know if I've seen a Wes Welker until right now, to be honest. But there he is. Wesley Welker. Josh Hines Allen for the Jags is not numbered. And like I said, make sure and keep the base cards in these. It's not something super crazy, but at some point, somebody's going to try to collect the set of this Obsidian, and you'll probably have the card they're looking for. So just keep that in mind. Hines Ward action. And Debo. All right, it's Cosmic time. It's Cosmic time, folks. You with me? Are you out there? Is anyone out there? Anyone? Anyone out there? Kathleen, Arkham, are you out there? All right, here we go. I just like these boxes. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. Well, all right then, Lee. Thank you so much right there. Empty box. No whammies, no whammies. We got Wiggins, McClellan. Uh-oh. We got one of them boxes. All right, so it's already starting out weird. 3 rookies and a base. That's not normal. Malik Washington for the Dolphins from the University of Virginia. Abnormal box. I repeat, abnormal box. Corley. Quinyon Mitchell. Look at this. Already out of 75, we got an auto. Oh, boy. These cards are so fun. Don't be, but be, you know? You know what I mean? Ray Lewis, Galaxy Greats. Good luck, everybody. It's Anthony. Or no, it's Brock. Brock Bowers, 32 out of 75 for the Raiders, going to Kathleen. 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 32 out of 75 to be exact on the First Flight Auto. These are so cool. I'm sorry. You'd think I'd get used to them, but we're probably not done in this box. I don't know if there's probably not gonna be another auto, but McMillan, we got a numbered card. LT, Tom Brady on the launched into orbit for the Bucks. And on the Galaxy Greats, good luck. Brett Favre Gold 49 out of 50 for the pack, and that's Randy. Very nice. These inserts numbered are pretty cool too. Just good cards all the way around. It's just the way it is. Williams, Newton, Bub Means, and for the Pats, Gronk, Brady, and Amendola. Arkham, I think you might be right there, brother. I think you might be right. Lassiter, Ellis, Guyton, and Tim Brown. Cooper for the pack, Polk, Smith, and Manley. Well, you know we're going to have we should have a nucleus too. Murphy, Keon Coleman, Jatavian Sanders, and a Michael Vick on the Star Command. Jacob May, Wilson, Silver Jonathan Brooks, or Refractor Jonathan Brooks, and Drew Brees. I see some of you getting in the shop. Next break is pinned at the bottom, but more importantly, know that there are coupons in your upper left-hand corner right now. Cowing, Wilson, Laub, and Lawrence Taylor on the Galaxy Greats for the G-Men. Spencer Rattler, Marvin Harrison Jr., die cut Will Levis for the Titans, and Mr. Watt. Adonai, Joseph Alt, Michael Vick launched into orbit die cut, and Stroud and Caleb Williams. This will go to the more expensive team, which is the Bears. Fuaga, Fashanu, Faltanu, and Molds. Keeping me on my toes this morning, aren't they? All right, here's our nucleus. Good luck. Braswell, Latham. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Devontae Walker for the Ravens and an Adrian Peterson on the Galaxy Greats. He actually had a touchdown this weekend. Mr. Walker did. I saw it with my own eyes. We've got a Ladd McConkey. Smith for the Jags. Here's a numbered out of 150. It's my boy, Terrion Arnold, 15 out of 150. That's just a good-looking card. And Mr. T. Suggs for the Ravens. I don't know, Daniel. Probably Cincy. Probably Cincy. That might be wishful thinking on my part. We've got Rakestraw, Bocephus Nix, Hall Jr., and an Anthony Richardson on the Star Command. I don't think we're done with numbered cards. There should be at least one more, I think. Gore Jr., Benson, Refractor Marshall Faulk for the Rams, and C.J. Stroud on the Star Command. Appreciate that follow, Rylan. Coupons, folks. Coupons. I see y'all going in the shop. Coupons. Chop Chop, Shipley, Coop, DeJean, and Sproles. Welcome in, Samantha. I hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. Welcome on in. My name's Primo. Welcome into 2 through 8 cards. Gray, Sennett, Jordan, and Tony Dorsett. Galaxy Greats. Now, the abnormal part about this is all these rookies in it. Franklin, Jenkins. There's that other one, Arkham. Williams. Is it another insert? Nope. For the Colts, Mr. Gould out of 25 on the orange. And we still have an Origins over here too. We've got Brooks, Rook, die cut Drake May for the Pats, and Teddy Bruschi. So the biggest difference in this is, just so you can see it, this was the only base cards in that whole hobby box. That's it. That was it. That's abnormal. All these others were rookies and inserts. Obviously, I didn't top load everything, but these were all rookies, which is not the norm. We like not the norm. But the biggest thing was the Brock Bowers auto, because those boxes do not come with guaranteed autos in them. But we got one, or Kathleen did. All right, speak now or forever hold your peace. It's the last box of this first break this morning. Oh, well, it threw me off. See, sometimes this is all flattened out, and this time it was actually sitting in there like it should be. But we're going to find out what's in it. Empty box. I see you, DMV. Next break is pinned at the bottom, folks. Coupons in the upper left-hand corner. And that break that is pinned at the bottom was one we did yesterday, and it was just really good to us, so we're going to run it again. We're going to try to recreate some magic. Derwin James Jr. This is a sports cards break, Samantha. These are football cards. The way it works is people go in and they buy specific teams, and whatever cards show up for their team out of everything that we open, they get. That's how it works. Elik Ayamanor for the Titans on the RPA. That's going to KK. KK? Hometown Inscriptions, Quinshon Judkins for the Browns. We'll take that too, Brownies. It's Kathleen. Future Fabrics. Oh, that's nice. Egbuka out of 99. Yeah. Yep. About as good as it gets for him. Matthew Stafford out of 225. Super Bowl champion. Matthew Golden out of 225 for the Pack. And the last one is a Mr. Burden the third for the Bears. And the first break of the day is in the books. Nice little Brock Bowers in this one. Wes Welker was pretty cool too. And then Egbuka's probably, he might be a little bit better, but can't be much. Can't be much. Can't be by much. Yeah, Samantha. So that's what we're doing. That's how it all works. Let me take care of all these and I'll do a recap. It's like that, y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning. We do have another football break pinned at the bottom. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. But I got a recap to do. Just watch me. And just so everybody knows, I think everybody that was in this break is familiar. But you do get all cards that were pulled for your team. Base, doesn't matter. You get them all. All right. Mason Graham. Scatabo on the variation. Tyler Warren was out of 299. Jackson Dart. Startups. Quinn Ewers. Tyler Warren. Jordan Love. Barry Sanders. A.J. Brown. Quinshon Judkins. Elick Ayamanor. Trevor Etienne. Jalen Lane for the Commanders. Tyler Shuck. Travion Henderson. Joseph Alt. Ricky Parasol on the silver. Rookie. Matt Stafford. Terrion Arnold. Devontae Walker. Stroudon Williams. Myles Garrett. Jaden Higgins and Caleb Johnson. Josh Hines Allen. Tyler Shuck. Elick Ayamanor. Shadur. Gould out of 25 on the orange. Falk. Will Howard. Golden was out of 225 for the pack. Favre was out of 50 for the pack. Wes Welker auto. Egbuka out of 99. 18 out of 99 on the quad color patch there. Judkins on card out of 99. And Brock Bowers 32 out of 75 on just some of the best cards, period, in my opinion. It's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. All right. We've got one in the books here. Now, give me a second. Let me get all this wrangled in here. I'll get the next break. It's basically the break we did yesterday, but it's got an emanate in it. If you know, you know. All right. These are, hang on, it's kind of far away here. We'll do the elite first. The elite first. Hopefully we get something good out of that. Baseball is pinned at the bottom. Let's take this off. Let's put that up. You can take a screenshot of that for your records if you feel the need to. If not, don't worry about it. You can always go to YouTube to see what might have happened. Good luck, everybody. It's football ripping time. All right, and all right. Be good to us, Elite. Why don't you? Why don't you? This was a good break to us yesterday. I hope it follows suit. Empty box. Not a thing. All right. Now, the good card is on the front. So, or the best card, I guess. Typically. Reggie Wayne, Cole Kmet, Breece Hall, Josh Allen, and a Ricky Parasol on the rookie on deck for the Niners going to the chef. The chef. Don't forget there's coupons, folks. Looks like there's a Givey also pinned in the upper left-hand corner. Don't forget about that either. We've got Brian Robinson Jr., Eli Manning, Jacoby Myers, Kenneth Walker III, and for the Ravens, a Lamb Jack out of 99. That's a nice-looking card. That's going to Holly Creek. Looks like we might have got an auto here. Travis Kelce, Justin Herbert, Tua, Brandon Ayuk, and a Jordan Whittington for the Rams out of 499 on the auto. They can show up in these. It's true. It's true. Yeah, he was in a hurry. He was in a hurry, Brittany. He had things he needed to do that day. Out of 999, Jerzon Newton for the Commanders. Pacheco. Trey Hendrickson. Zaire Franklin. Oh, and a Bijan out of 399 for the Falcons. Not bad, Kathleen. The hits continue. Baseball is pinned at the bottom, but more importantly, you guys, there's coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Please don't not get those. And there's a Gibby also. Aaron Rodgers, Michael Vick and Jared Goff, Antonio Gates, and for the Ravens, one more time, Tidal Waves, Lamb Jack. Look at the Ravens eating. They don't do that all that often anymore. We'll take it, Ravens. We'll take it. This last one might be a base pack. It may not be. Hi, Tom Scamally. Jamie, what's going on, bro? George Pickens, Max Crosby, good brother, Achan, and Thurman Thomas with a Ryan Flournoy out of 249. So we didn't even get a base pack that time. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Just like that. Tom, I'm doing well. I hope you are as well. All right, we're going to move on to a little Origins 25 action. Can we get one of them little case hits we ain't seen yet, please and thank you? Doing well. G Siren, appreciate the gift. Hope you're doing well as well. And I want to make sure that this is it pinned? I think that it is, but I can't tell. Yes, it is. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Baseball break is pinned at the bottom. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Caleb Johnson. Ty Felton. Patty Mahomes on the original gridiron. Tony Pollard. Christian Wilkins. Bo Nix. And a kid reporter. A little Patty Mahomes action. Hope you're all doing well this morning / afternoon. About to be on the East Coast. Jaden Higgins. Mason Graham. Ashton Genty on the startups. Okay. Joseph Burrow. T. Higgins. Xavier Worthy. And that's it. That's all there is. There ain't no kid reporter in that one. How about that? We take that, Raiders. Yes, we do. And a little bit of love for the Browns and the Texans. Ain't got nothing but love for you. This pack don't want to open. It don't want to open. ETN. Tez Johnson. Puka Nacua on the original gridiron. Christian Watson. Jonathan Taylor. And Andrew Van Ginkel. The Van Ginkelsman. Puka. I've noticed Tez shows up a lot too. I see y'all going into the shop. I feel like I want to reiterate that there are coupons. Don't leave those behind. Upper left-hand corner. And there's a Gibby as well. Trey Harris. Cam Ward on the base. Graham Mertz. Travion Henderson on the startups. Jamie, I think he does. He might even sign in the Emanates. I'm not sure, but it's Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know what team it is, though. You'd have to look that up. Matthew Stafford and Velli. I know what he signs for in the gold packs. It's the Reds. But it seems like everything else he signs in is typically for the Mariners, for the most part. I'm from round the way, Tom. I'm from round the way. And a Trey Harris. Malachi Starks. Donovan for the Cowboys. Brian Thomas Jr. on the original gridiron. Tyreek Hill, Peyton Wilson, and a Brian Thomas Jr. 2 Brian Thomas Jr.'s in that box, in that pack. Still haven't seen one of them deeds yet. Jackson Dart. Terrence Ferguson. Dylan Gabriel for the Browns. Cade Otton. Jacoby Myers. And Cole Kmet. Mr. Kmet made the set? I didn't know that. Jake, appreciate those shares. Jake's always around when there's a givey. He knows every of the time. He's got a beeper. Jake's got a beeper for when a givey's going. It goes off and he's like, hold up. Something's changed around here. All right, we're on to Phoenix International now. Does anybody even remember beepers? Is anybody in here, did they ever have a beeper? How about that? There's our packs, empty box. Did you ever have a beeper? CJ Stroud, Jalen Warren, Kyler Murray, Rashad White, Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Brooks on the rookie rising, not numbered, and a DJ James for the Seahawks out of 180. One for each. Look at Arkham. Look at him. Been pimping, huh? I feel like they didn't last very long. I feel like a lot of people had one and it went away in about a year's time. Minshew, Hall, Connor, Swift, Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, and a Will Reichert on the base rookie. That's wild, Callie John. High school was fun. Josh Downs, Derrick Henry, Adam Thielen, Geno Stone, Zaire Franklin, Patty Mahomes, and a Drake London for the Falcons out of 88. Even the base cards look good in this. XLT, nothing to write home about yet. Nothing to write home about yet. Ideally, it'd be nice if you got something out of these packs right here, because it gets a little bit harder in the other boxes. Not that they can't, just gets harder. Bryce Young, Autry, Pitts, Tucker, Pittman, Doug Williams and Gary Clark treasure tandems, and a Kyler Murray out of 180 for the Cardinals. You want that Reichert top-loaded, dog? We got you. We got you. Consider it done. Gabe Davis, Bradley Chubb and Jamar Chase, Cortland Sutton and Romeo Dobbs, Tyler Lockett, and Cardinals again, Max Melton out of 180. Can we get a gold? I want a gold. No gold. Joshua Allen, Derek Stingley Jr., Aaron Jones, Geno Smith, Logan Wilson, Jamari Thrash on the auto out of Omega, going to the Browns. That's Joe. And Devin Achan out of 180 for the Dolphins. Auto out of Omega. Auto out of Omega. It's a mega auto. Here you go, bro. Here you go. Look. See? I got you. Look. Look at that. And Jamari Thrash. All right. On to Resurgence. Be good to us, Tops. And then there's an Origin still over there. And then there's a baseball break pinned at the bottom of your screen. Yeah, it's who knows why they had it. It's like they ran out of whatever Sharpie they had. Holly Creek, it's like they ran out and they're like, well, here, just use this.
You already have the baseball in there? Oh, sweet, you do.
I do.
This isn't electronic access as a super. They messed up the coupon, so.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, empty box. All right, good luck. We ain't done yet. No, we're not done yet. You heard me. Bledsoe, Sharp and Bailey, Witten and Wiley, Peyton Manning, Mr. Sennett, and Graham Barton. Easy, nice and easy start there. Copacetic, I hope so. That'd be nasty. Arkham, why are you out here putting Theo time in the chat? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And the Steelers were the last team Magic. Are you feeling okay out there? Devin Hester, Andre Rison and Ricky Williams, Phil Simms, Richard Dent on the refractor for the Bears. We'll take it. Xavier Legete out of 99. What's up, Prince? Gould and Javon Bullard. C-Dips, what up? Bolitnikov, Steve Young, Joe Theismann, Charles Woodson. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? John Randall for the Vikings out of 125. That's a little bit better. Terrell Owens for the Eagles on the Glimmer and Gleam. Audric Estime and Ray Davis. Oh, boy, John Randall could talk some trash, boy. Oh, man. He could lay it down. He could lay the law. No, it's baseball pinned at the bottom. Baseball break is pinned at the bottom. Coupon should be up in your upper right-hand corner, and then the Gibby's about to run out. Terrell Davis. Anthony Munoz and Jim McMahon. Andre Reed. Jim McMahon for the Bears out of 199. Going to D-Rack. He was a nightmare, Jake. He was a nightmare. Jordan Love on the contours. Will Shipley and Ricky Pearsall. I'm not going to... Well, we got 2 packs left. But I'll say it after the 2 packs happen. Got 2 packs on the right left. C.J. Stroud. Torrey Holt and Rob Gronkowski. Michael Strahan. Donovan McNabb. Eric Dickerson for the Rams out of 27F5. That's AJ. Quinion and Corum. A little Quinion Mitchell action. Copacetic, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to want to say nothing. Troy Polamalu, Doug Williams and Eric Dickerson, Anthony Richardson, Cade Stover on the refractor for the Texans. We'll take that. Eric Dickerson one more again on the Glimmering Gleam. It's Jacob May for the Pats and Trey Benson. All right, so that first half went exactly the way we want it. Now, these autos that come out will tell us a little bit of a story. So let's just see. There's going to be an auto right here. There's going to be an auto right here. Usually. Congrats, Pete. Congrats. Thank you. Tony. Josh Cribbs, Richard Dent, Terrell Suggs. Pull him from the back. Eichenberg. Robinson. Burton. Looks like maybe a Legends auto. I can't. Nope, maybe not. Jaden Hicks for the Chiefs. And that is Kathleen. So that's a good start for the RPA. I'm just saying. Not numbered. Defensive player. It's a good start for the RPA. Herman Moore. John Randall, Darrell Revis, and James Harrison. Joe Alt on the refractor. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the refractor for the Cardinals. Tyke Smith and Troy Faltanu. I see you, XLT. JJ also signs in Origins 2025, but it would be out at 25, so that would be quite the auto to hit out of that, to be honest. But it is in the set. I see people hopping in the shop. Please know there's coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Don't forget about that. Keekly, Peyton, Carter, Keyshawn Johnson, Terrell Suggs on the refractor, Troy Franklin, Bub Means, and Patrick Paul. Natasha, I see you. Ravens did I. They did I.
Coupons are there now.
Coupons are there now. I think they were there all the time, I'm pretty sure. Or I could see them anyway. John Elway. Roger Staubach. If not, there's coupons there now. Emmett Smith. Josh Cribbs. All right, we got an auto there. Pratt, Jenkins, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the base. This is definitely numbered. For the Dolphins, Patrick Paul out of 50. Oh boy, what's on this RPA right here? I'm going to say wide receiver. Now that goes to the Fins. That is Sarah. Take that, Sarah. Certainly take a Patrick Paul out of 50. Now, I got a feeling it's going to be like a wide receiver. It's going to be Malik Neighbors. It's going to be Keon Coleman. It's going to be somebody like that. It could be Dallas Turner, XLT, but I doubt it. Not with those two players that just showed up. Jim Kelly, Ogden, Taylor, Archie Manning, Terrion Arnold out of 399 for the Lions. Eric Dickerson, refractor, Xavier Worthy, and Ladd McConkey. All right now. Anthony Gould. Arkham enters the chat and says Anthony Gould. Thanks, Arkham. Thanks, bruh. Appreciate you, bruh. It's going to be Theo Johnson. RPA out of 5. Bo Jackson, Joe Green, Richard Sherman. Let's pull from the back here. Knight, Coralie, Jalen Wright. Whatever it is, doesn't look like it's numbered. Oh. Hey, Holly Creek. Welcome to the party, pal. 39 out of 99, Drake of May, RPA. The Pats sat and sat and sat. They just sat there all morning. Yeah, they did. It's Drake of May out of 99. Excellent. Approved. We're not done yet. We got one more little hobby box there. It is Holly Creek. It is. We take RPAs of starting quarterbacks around here. That's a good hit, bro. And it's numbered. Color. Yeah, color match. All that. No, it's good, Holly Creek. Confirmed. All right. Last one. And then I'll see who's off the board for baseball. Good luck. Empty box. It starts out with a Tank Bigsby. The time is now. Dylan Gabriel for the Browns on the RPA. That is, who got the Browns this time? Joe. That's going to Joe. And they show up in the Origins a lot. For the Niners, Mykel Williams out of 99. There you go, bro. We'll take your first round pick. R.J. Harvey on the rookie patch for the Broncos out of 199. Matt Judon out of 225 for the Falcons. Pat Bryant for the Broncos. And our last one is Mr. Scatabo for the G-Men going to Chooch. And that was that. A little Drake of May action. A little Drake of May. And Gil was here to see it. That one don't look none too good. That one don't look none too good neither. Why y'all? Let's get that out of here. This one's a little bit better. Sometimes they're not very clear. Appreciate you, Natasha. Harvey. Mykel. And Mr. Gabriel. And I appreciate you spending the morning with me if you're somebody that's not going to stick around for baseball. I appreciate you being here with me. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Get something wrangled together. Probably Donruss will be in play in some sort. So I won't overly do it with that product, just so you know. If anything, it'll probably be just one with some other stuff. But we'll see what's what. No, they don't, Gil. They're just always watching. Oh, did you now, Kathleen? Oh, did you now? And judging. They're judging your content. Jackson Dart, Kyler Murray, Cam Ward, Travion Henderson, Terrell Suggs and Dylan Gabriel, Brian Thomas Jr. and Trey Harris, Devin A. Chan, Drake London, Puka Nakua, Jaden Higgins and Mason Graham, Patty Mahomes. Lamb Jack was out of 349. Eric Dickerson for the Rams, Jamari Thrash auto, Bijan Robinson, Ricky Parasol, Ashton Genty, turn of the century auto, Jordan Whittington for the Rams, Lamb Jack out of 99, Jaden Hicks, Cade Stover, Joe Alt, Xavier Legate out of 99, Marvin Harrison Jr., Patrick Paul out of 50, Cam Scatabo, Michael Williams out of 99 for the Niners, Eric Dickerson, Jim McMahon, John Randall, Matt Judon, Pat Bryant out of 75 for the Broncos, Terrion Arnold, Dylan Gabriel RPA, RJ Harvey patch out of 199, and Drake of May 39 out of 99 on the RPA resurgent style. Hi, PL. All right. Good luck, everyone. Appreciate your patience this morning. Took a little bit longer. Most of these breaks took a little bit longer than what we're used to, but nothing crazy. Now we get a little baseball ripping in. Was that you, Adam? The Posada? I'm gonna assume that was you. And these have 3 autos in them. Or they better. Emptiness. Good luck. Bregman, Swanson, Kiersey, Tatis Jr., Connor Gillespie. First pack, huh? Noel out of 199 for the Guardians. And that is, I forgot who got the Guardians this time. Jay. We'll take it. Take that, Jay. Good start. Jacob Wilson on the power players isn't bad either. Paul Skeens on the all etch. Dansby Swanson for the Cubbies. And Garrett Cole with an Amador on the back. Good little first pack. Hunter Green, Gunnar Henderson and Spencer Strider, Dylan Cease, Tyler Gentry, Riley Green, Fortune, Sasaki for the Dodgers we take, Bobby Witt Jr. we also take, Hunter Green Refractor, not bad, Jackson Jobe and Mason Miller. Randy, it's Noel for the Guardians out of 199. You did get a Cubby over here. I don't top load every single card, but you did get a Cubs refractor. Ketel Marte, JJ Bleday, Jaron Duran, Logan Driscoll, Jackson Merrill, a Zach Gallen for the Diamondbacks out of 250. Paul Skeens, another Paul Skeens. Take that. It is. Kloffenstein, rookie, Gunnar Henderson, O'Neal Cruz, and Hunter Fiducia. It is. Yes, it is. Out of 199, my friend. Out of 199, Jay. That's exactly who it is. First pack. Should have 2 more autos in this box. Italian. Imanga. Sheets. Kachanowicz for the Angels. Adley Rushman. Henriquez. Mason Wynn for the Cardinals. Blake Snell for the Dodgers. Spencer Strider for the Braves. Christian Walker and Luis Dos Santos. It's been a pretty good box so far. I want to see a short print. I want to see a real short print right quick, real quick like. Noel, Noel. Brenton Doyle. Blanco. Lowe. Will Wagner for the Blue Jays. Xavier Edwards. Ooh, a little Dylan Cruz action. Out of $4.99 for the Nationals. Juice Box Hero. We'll take it. That's a nice looking card, actually. That looks gradable. That looks gradable to me. Nice. Very nice. Ooh la la. Kobe Mayo for the Orioles. Francisco Lindor. Ketel Marte. Langoliers. And Aldegiri. Samuel Aldegiri. It's kind of nasty. Chooch. I have a chair. I have a chair. Bobby Witt Jr., Blake Snell, Carlos Correa, Suagano, Senga, Rhett Lauder for the Reds, Jordan Alvarez for the Astros, Carlos Correa for the Twins, JJ Bleday for the Athletics, Rafael Devers, and Zach Denzenzo for the Astros on the rookie. It is, Jonathan. I've opened more than a couple. This is. I don't think we're done yet. I hope we're not done yet. We got a whole nother row here. Altuve, Jonathan India, Byron Buxton, Yulber Diaz, Nestor Cortez, Edgardo Henriquez for the Dodgers out of 99. We take those. Bryce Harper on the power players. Fernando Tatis Jr., Freddie Freeman on the refractor, Xander Bogaerts, and Hai-Sung Kim. Not 85 out of 99 on that Dodger there. Sean Manaea, Bryce Harper, Nick Gonzalez, Matt Shaw for the Cubbies, rookie. Luis Alvarez, Carlos Navarez for the Red Sox, Bryce Harper, Fortune 15. Gavin Sheets for the Padres. Garrett Mitchell for the Brew Crew. Matt McClain and Dustin Harris. Willie Adames right there. There's a giant. Logan Gilbert. Fairbanks. Teodoso. Jesse Winker. Spencer Swellenbach for the Braves. Bro, you just find a way, don't you? You just find a way. Wow. Nice hit there, bro. Ellie on the power players for the Reds. And some of these do get top loaded at after the fact, you guys. You get all cards, by the way. Vinny Pascatino, Jazz Chisholm, and Christian Mena. They might be, Jay Ellis. They very well might be. They could be. Alec Burleson, Adolis Garcia, Royce Lewis, Billy Cook for the Pirates, Lane Thomas, Mazur for the Marlins, Ellie on the all-etch. Red showing up a little bit. Brenton Doyle for the Rockies. Tescar Hernandez for the Dodgers. Andahar and Adrian Del Castillo for the Diamondbacks. Pete Alonso, Freddie Freeman, Garrett Mitchell, Matt Strahm, Angel Martinez for the Guardians. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Louis Robert on the negative for the White Sox. I know somebody doubled down and got 2 spots there, didn't they? Jonathan. Little Louis Robert. It's a color match. Kettle Marte. Nolan Arenado. Tovar for the Rockies. Horner and Birdsong. Yeah, dude, I wish. I hope the Reds sign somebody this year because they haven't signed anybody for about 3 years. Like of any substantial stature. Nobody. I'm hoping maybe this year we do that. Pascatino. It means we're at least trying. Hernandez. Tovar. Rooker. Jace Jung for the Tigers. Waka. Westberg for the Orioles. Ronel Blanco for the Astros. Mr. Bergman for the Red Sox. Bregman. Nolan Jones and Sagassi for the Cardinals. Not a bad tops box. Not a bad tops box. And like I said, some of these cards will be, they got Francona. Yeah, that's true. Some of these cards will be top loaded after the fact. But let me get these all wrangled in here, and then we'll do a tier 1. Tier 1 time. Good luck. Empty. Seems a little bit thicker. Good luck. I've opened more than a couple of these. They're not usually this thick. Oh, something real thick's in there. You see that card? Okay. Good luck. Sasaki for the Dodgers. Jose Ramirez for the Guardians, 35 out of 99. I'm going to pull from the back because the middle card's really, really thick. For the Cubs, ooh, nice, bro. Ryan Sandberg, 23 out of 25. I made a good call on that one, brother. A semi-good one. The Cubs just find a way most of the time. And let's see what this big old thick card is here. Good luck. Yuki Matsui on the 4 out of 5 button. Wow, that's different. For the Padres. That's crazy. That's wild. This thing's super thick. Super, super thick. And who had the Padres? Kathleen. Nice. I don't know. I'm gonna check real quick. I think this 190 will do it, but I'm not sure yet. It will not. So I'm gonna have to. We have what we need for this, Kathleen. I just don't have it in here with me. I don't have the top loader big enough for this, but we have it. Don't worry. She is always smacking. She does a good job. Nice card there. And I'll just set it off to the side here so nothing happens to it. A button. Game worn button. Little Ryan Sandberg action. For my boy Randy. And Sasaki for the Dodgers we will also take. Is it really? That's crazy. These are my favorites so far this year. Finest. I pulled some really good cards out of these. Empty box. I pulled some real good cards out of these. Good luck. Kobe Mayo, Riley Green, Connor Norby, Devin Williams, Wyatt Langford, Cedric Mullins for the Orioles out of 150. That is Sergeant Cata. Adam. Jackson Churio for the Brew Crew. Mike Trout Creators. Max Muncy for the A's, and Ian Happ for the Cubs. Cedric Mullins right off the bat. Front and center. And a little Churio action. Never hurt nobody. Get with the program, Houston. Hey, look. Cam Smith. Nick Kurtz for the A's. Dana for the Angels. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Luis Angel Acuna for the Mets. That's nice. X-Fractor. Caleb Durbin for the Brew Crew out of 200. Okay. Yes, you can, Kathleen. And then I'll have to go in there after I end the live. I'll go in there and find the top loader for it. Shohei Ohtani out of 250 going to the Arc Disler. Kobe Mayo. Luke Kershaw. Luke Kershaw for the Twins and Yamamoto. And Kathleen, I've just got it sitting over here to my left out of harm's way, since I don't have a top loader for it immediately. I knew something was in there because I've opened more than a couple of those tier 1s, and none of those packs were that big. Judge, Betts, Acuna, Sasaki, Alvarez, Matt Shaw for the Cubs one more again, Kevin Alcantara on the X-Fractor for the Cubs, Jazz Chisholm, Bryce Harper out of 125 for the Phillies on the Creators. That's nice. And James Wood made an appearance. It may just be a regular old James Wood, but it's better than him not showing up at all. That's what I say about that. Mr. Alcantara on the X-Fractor. Still have another auto in this. We better. I hope we does. Francisco Alvarez. Ooh. For the Tigers out of 50. Game used memorabilia. Jace Jung. Who got the Tigers? Brett. That's kind of sick on the gold. Look at that. That's nice. That's real nice. William Contreras for the Brew Crew out of 300. Amador for the Rockies. Devers for the Red Sox, and Scooble. That's nice, Brett. He might be extra thick too. Yep. But I have one for that one. He's not as big as the button. Been pretty good so far. Give us a 1-on-1 or something. Make it real interesting. Baldwin, Zach Wheeler, Caleb Durbin, Corey Seager and Salvi Perez for the Royals on the X-Fractor. Mookie Betts out of 75. Color match. There we go, Arkham. Jackson Jobe. Nacho Alvarez. Christian Campbell refractor for the Red Sox and Bryce Harper. Man, I like these. I like these finest. I do. It's true. And a Mookie. Juan Soto. Bobby Witt. Kyle Tucker. Jacob Wilson. Julio Rodriguez. Quiero for the White Sox. Ellie out of 325. Andrew McCutchen. Orvelis Martinez. And Luis Severino. All right, Tier 1 and then Emanate. Tier 1 and then Emanate. Here we go. Emptiness. Good luck. Francisco Lindor for the Mets out of 125. Wow. Alex Rodriguez for the Rangers out of 199. Game used memorabilia for the Rangers. That's kind of cool. Turbo, the hits keep on showing up. How about an A-Rod this morning? Behind A-Rod is Jimenez, Andres Jimenez for the Guardians. 8 in this. Absolutely 8, Jay. 40 out of 99. And our last one is a Jazz Chisholm Jr. for the Yankees out of 49 going to the Arc Disler. Arkham, you did all right in this too. Your boys didn't show up. Your buckos didn't show up in much. Well, they showed up a little bit, but no autos or anything. Doc, what's up? It's the afternoon. What are you doing on here? Are you lost? Are you okay? Jimenez. Jay Ellis, they really didn't. They really didn't. I hear you. I know exactly. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Little A-Rod and Mr. Lindor. Now we've got one Emanate over here, so nothing's over yet. It could be a giant. You don't know. I don't know. We don't know until I open it. And these are pretty cool, by the way, if you haven't seen them yet. I think I've only opened like 1 or 2 of these. Good luck. Football's coming out soon of these. It's legit. It's legit. All right, let's put this off to the side real quick. And good luck. This one must be a little bit more difficult than the others. Well, we see that. Garrett Cole for the Yankees. And that is, it's green. So what is that? Is that out of 50, I think? Hang on. think it's out of 50. 99. Is that what it is, Doc? Yep, 49 out of 99. Garrett Cole for the Yankees. That's going to Ark Disler. Those are really, really cool. I wish I can't get it here. It's a little bit better. Can't really get it all on the screen. What if I did that? Is that better? There we go. There you go, bro. Nice hit. 49 out of 99. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And here, I'll just put this back on here. You can unreveal it if you want to. All right, we'll do a recap real quick. Not too bad, not too shabby. All right, here's your button card. You're still in here. Kathleen, I'm going to assume you're still in here. Here's your button card if you want to take a screenshot of that. 4 out of 5. And let's do the rest of these here. It's a pretty good little baseball break there. I know not everybody got a piece, but that's not a bad one. That I do know. Because I've done more than a couple now. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, everybody. I don't know how many of you are going to stick around for the recap, but appreciate you hanging out with me this morning. I will be back tomorrow morning, and then Friday morning, then Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. You know all that. All right, recap. Bryce Harper was out of 125. Robert, negative. Cruz, Ellie De La Cruz out of 325. Rafael Devers, James Wood. Caleb Durbin was out of 200. Jackson Churio. Cedric Mullins for the Orioles out of 150. Sasaki. Nick Kurtz. Luis Angel Acuna. Henriquez out of 99 for the Dodgers. Kobe Mayo. Francisco Lindor is out of 125. Blake Snell. Zach Gallen out of 250. Bobby Witt Jr. Mookie Betts is out of 75. Kevin Alcantara, X-Fractor, 250. Shohei. Sasaki for the Dodgers. Jacob Wilson for the A's. Luke Keyshaw for the Twins. Dylan Cruz, rookie auto out of 499 for the Nationals. Noel for the Guardians out of 199. Jose Ramirez patch out of 99 for the Guardians. Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. Contreras out of 300. Jace Jung, RPA out of 50 for the Tigers. Spencer Swellenbach for the Braves. Alex Rodriguez out of 199 for the Rangers. Ryan Sandberg, 23 out of 25, patch auto for the Cubs. Jazz Chisholm, same deal, patch auto for the Yankees. And then there was an Andres Jimenez for the Guardians, 40 out of 99. All right, that won't bad at all. That won't bad at all. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Kathleen, I need to go get the top loader for this, but I got you. Appreciate you hanging out. Turbo, appreciate you. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'm going to